Hey, this is Stephen A. Williams, President and founder of the CreditRepairShop.com. I'm answering a YouTube question from someone here that is actually in my state of Wisconsin that is being garnished, and they uh, are on state assistance and food share, and they were still being garnished. And only way that I believe that that could happen is if you never responded to the garnishment order. You never responded to the actual court action to be able to get a judgment, and then they take it to garnishment. That's the process that they use in the state of Wisconsin. So there's first a demand letter for whatever the debt is. Obviously, if you can't pay it, you probably disregarded it. And the next step is they're going to summons you to court. If you don't go to court, they're going to get a default judgment. And then the next thing is they're going to go back to court to get a wage attachment, which is a garnishment. And I'm holding here in my hands right here, and there is a new one. I'm going to print that out. They update this every 6 months. Print a new one out. But it says poverty guidelines for earnings July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2022. And every state has something similar to this. They may call it something different, but it's something similar to this. And this one here, I'm just going to kind of tell you what they got for now. I'm going to compare it. So that away. I want to compare it to where it was before. Okay, so basically, so they said a family size of one. So if it's just you, a single individual, and you earn weekly $248, bi-weekly $495, semi-monthly 537, monthly $1,073, you cannot be garnished as a single individual. As a family of two, they raise it weekly to 335, bi-weekly to 670, semi-monthly to 726, and monthly to 1452. And then they have what's called 150%, 150% a percentage, where even if you make upwards of $2,178, you still won't be able to get garnished. Um, Compared to what it was in the previous cycle, they've only raised it $3. So now it's $248 weekly, and it was $245, and for two people, 332. Now it's 335. Six bi-weekly 663. Now it's 670. So they only raised it $3 is what the difference is. But this is the work, the sheet. We get a lot of garnishment stopped in our area solely simply because of this sheet here. If you don't earn over a certain amount of money and you have a certain amount of dependents, uh, you're just not going to be able to be garnished. And even if you are over the limit, then the percentages of the amount that they're going to be able to garnish you goes down. And that's why they give you what's called a garnishment worksheet. But what happens is a lot of people just disregard it. They don't follow through. You're trying to work. You don't have, if you got to go to court, that means you're going to miss hours at work, and so they just disregard it. They're already struggling financially, and they just, put it aside. But if when the garnishments start to happen, then it's like, it's eating up your money. So this is what I suggest that you do, and I also put a response on there. And if you live in a different state, you need to look it up. They call it different. Ours in Wisconsin is poverty guidelines for earning. That's what they call it, which is basically if you meet this criteria, you cannot be garnished. Obviously, there's other exemptions for garnishment. There's other exemptions, and some states don't even allow you to even be garnished. So if you live in a state like mine that allows you to be garnished, and you are not you're not on disability or disabled, retirement income. This is another exemption that they have here just off of your wages and off of the amount of dependents that you have in your home. And they do not always have to be children as dependents. They could be, well, number one, your spouse is a dependent, and then number two, it could be an adult that you are responsible for. So I hope that that helped you, and that can please use that if you find yourself being garnished, and also make sure that your state has a some type of a worksheet so you can make sure that you're being garnished for the right amount. And you can also always renegotiate with a creditor that is garnishing you to let them know that the amount is putting you in a bad financial situation. And if they can lower that amount, they're always willing to listen to that because they want to at least continue to be able to get some type of money coming in. So if you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, What Makes Us Different, so you can see my 8-point validation process and my two-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, please watch the video, What Makes Us, go to the website, your3scores.com to get all 3 credit reports, all 3 scores, and all of the information from the furnishers who are putting information on your credit reports. If you have debt collectors that are coming after you, uh, I give you the letters that you can use to deal with debt collectors that can try to stop it at the beginning when they're sending you that demand letter. I have a statute of limitations letter, which you need to always make sure that a debt collector that's coming after you for a debt, what is the legal statute of limitations for them to collect in your state. Also, the cease and desist collection activities letter to make them think twice about coming after you for a debt, and a debt validation letter. I give you those for free. The link is below this video. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like this video. Please ask your questions and comments. Thanks a lot.